The football talk show that holds back nothing on opinions.
Straight shooting LJA.
Hi, I'm John Sitton.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez.
G-Man.
Samira Sawhney, Motivate Sports and Fitness.
Christian Carambeu.
Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan.
We the people, for the people. Jazzy Fizzle.
Your Monday night footballing fix.
Make sure you join the revolution.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk. Each and every Monday night of your lives.
At youtube.com/pitch talk.
For podcast links and information, check out our official website, www.pitch-talk.com.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez.
Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Christian Carambeu.
Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan.
Dave McLaughlin.
I'm Rob Lusher.
Andy Copeland from the Glennet Southern Amateur League.
Philip Wick, I'm CEO of 14.
Former Chairman of Ibis FC.
Chairman of Alexandra Park FC.
And you're listening to
Pitch Talk, the only place to get your Monday night footballing fix.
Because the pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk. Make sure you join the revolution, the football revolution.
Hi, I'm John Sitton, and I'm here with Gavin, Liam, and Gerald on Pitch Talk.
The football talk show that pulls no punches and holds back nothing on opinions.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez. My name is Christian Carambeu.
I'm Grassroots coach Manisha Taylor.
Hi, I'm Matt Hodgson, Director of the 4-Year Plan, and you're listening to Pitch Talk, the only place to get your Monday night footballing fix.
Make sure you join the revolution.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
I'm Andy Copeland from the Glennet Southern Amateur League.
Philip Wick, I'm CEO of 14.
I'm Rob Lusher, former Chairman of Ibis FC.
I'm Samira Sawhney, co-founder and co-director of Motivate Sports and Fitness.
And you're listening to
Pitch Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Signore,
children of all ages, we must say that it is time to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, straight shooting LJA, the G-Man and Jazzy Fizzle proudly bring to you the football talk show that pulls no punches and holds back nothing on opinions. Why? Because the pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
He's speaking so quietly. It's so quiet.
We talk.
I love it.
Every Monday, we talk.
We are here live. YouTubers, what's up? Seen the show? Buy the shirt. But anyway. Oh my God. It's been another manic week. And right now, it's time for a bit of Monday Mayhem. The Monday Mayhem that we call Pitch Talk Live. Remember, you can get in contact with us. www.pitch-talk.com is the official website for everything Pitch Talk. So you can get all your Pitch Talk stuff, info, everything. www.pitch-talk.com. Also, youtube.com/Pitch Talk is where you can find all of our videos, including Pitch Talk Meet series, including the Pitch Talk at the Cup Final series, and much, much more. We will, on November 28th, which is Friday of this week, be releasing the first trailer building up to Pitch Talk Meets Sohail Raymond, the first fully qualified wheelchair-bound football coach. There's one of them ones. We got our Pitch Talk Meets interview coming out with him. So fantastic stuff. Facebook.com/Pitch Talk. Become fan, become friend, become member of the group. Join the footballing revolution we are working so hard to create. MySpace.com/Pitch Talk. PitchTalk.blogspot.com or .co.uk will get you to the blogs. will get you to all of the blogs. Blogs by yours truly, Straight Shooting LJA, the G-Man, Jezzy Fizzle, and many, many more. It's one of them ones. Also, twitter.com/Pitch Talk or @Pitch Talk on Twitter. Tweet with us, follow us. Yeah, tweet there, man. Tweet there. Tweet with us, follow us, see what we are up to. Also, it's one of them ones. What's this in my hand?
Banana.
A banana. Oh, cripes.
It might be crepes. It might be a brick.
Well, it's a mobile phone. I say a mobile phone. 07535 804 466. 07535 804 466 is the mobile number. Call us, text us, let us know your views. We are also Pitch Talk 1 on Skype as well. We'll be getting to the Skypers in the first segment of the show. But you know what? Big time shout outs to the Section 357 show. Big shout outs to Finn White Line Magazine, facebook.com/Finn White Line Magazine, www.finnwhitelinemagazine.com, and @TweetWhiteLine. We feature in issue 0 of Finn White Line Magazine. So it's
And if you didn't know, now you know.
And they've also got their own podcast as well. So it's tremendous. It's one of them ones. Also, would like to say big time shout outs to Motivate Sports and Fitness @MotivateSF on Twitter, twitter.com/MotivateSF, facebook.com/MotivateSF, and motivatesportsandfitness.com. Also, big shout outs to @GirlsOnTheBall on Twitter and www.girlsontheball.com. Of course, big shout outs to Rachel, Sophie, and Pitch Talk's favorite rabbit, Scotty. It's one of them ones. Remember, Pitch Talk meets Girls on the Ball will be coming out soon as well, so keep an eye out for that. You know, it is one of them ones where big time shout outs to Miss Manisha Taylor, big shout outs to the England Lionesses, of course. Big time shout outs to Big T, aka Thomas Hewitt, Nathan McCreef, aka Nathan Arsenal on FB. Big shout outs to Jack Hinchin, aka Hitman Hinchin. It's one of them was. It was a great little shindig on Saturday. It's one of them was. You know what? Gotta say also, big shout out to the G-Man and Jezzy Fizzle. G-Man, how's your weekend been before we get on to Jezzy?
I gotta say the weekend wasn't too bad. I never got up to nothing much, to be honest. You know, just being not bedridden but house ridden. So it's just been actually I did go down to the Emirates. I did make my way down to that. I wasn't missing that for anything. But
yeah, you hobbled down there.
I hobbled down there. It was hard, but it was worth it and not worth it at the same time.
Was it?
It was worth it.
I'm like, that so totally was not a L'Oreal advert. I'm just saying.
That should be.
Oh God, Jezzy's got the hair to do it.
No, but you know what? I will say it was worth it because it was the first, Manchester United Arsenal match I've been to, and again, the atmosphere was pretty good. Well, it wasn't the best, but it was pretty good. Tottenham's still the best game I've been to, atmosphere wise, and the whole surrealness of the actual event.
Nah, all good, man. But you know what? Yeah. We got to do something because we got one of the co-hosts returning after a while.
I hope this is the right version, by the way, because this doesn't. It doesn't look like the right version.
You've ruined the return now because of your voice.
I'm just saying, it doesn't.
Super Jazzy Dragon. But you know, it is time for. It had to be. It just had to be. For Jezzy's return, the third horseman of Pitch Talk is back. Jezzy Fizzle, man. What's shaking, Jezzy?
No, you know what? It feels great to be back. I have to say that it's been a little while, but I'm back again. And I missed it. I'm going to take a minute or two to say a few happy belated birthdays. Happy belated birthday to my ex-wife. Happy belated birthday to my next wife. Happy belated birthday to me.
I said birthday to his next wife. Maybe I won't forget about it because I've already said it. Even though your birthday's probably in like March, April, still, I said it.
Happy
I
belated
told her it wasn't her birthday.
No, happy belated birthday to my cousin Liana. Happy belated birthday to a member of Mi Familia in Martina. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to my brother, Face Marv. Yeah, nothing but love, nothing but love. Happy belated birthday to my dude, my little dude, Jacob, aka Young Jake, aka Jake Snake. You know what I mean? He's Mr. AKA now. No, he's also known as Messi and Neymar, by the way.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
It's an interesting
Jake
one.
Snake, yeah. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to Kai. Happy belated birthday to Alicia. And everybody else that I've forgotten, in addition to Mr. Ryan Chalk, who's holding it down in Brazil. It was his birthday yesterday. So happy belated birthday to him as well. And you know what? As it says, it just feels so good to be back. I've been away for a little while, but I'm back again. And you know what? I want to say a big thank you to the G-Man. I want to say a big thank you to the Straight Shooting One. I want to say a big thank you to all of the Pitch Talk family, with a special thank you, right, to me personally.
How can you thank yourself?
No. It's not a self-high
You're
five.
gonna pull your shoulder out.
No,
doing that.
it's not a self-high five.
Oh, I
It's
wasn't
not a
talking self-high five. I was talking patting yourself on the back.
No, I know.
What are you talking about?
It's not me patting myself.
Self-high five? What are you talking about? Bye!
And it's not me patting myself on the back. No, the person that I want to single out with a big thank you is Mr. Big T Tom Hewitt. We always throw them T's up for, honestly, in my estimation, Pitch Talk's #1 fan. So to you, sir, thank you very much. And like I say, it's great to be back. It's we the people for the people, and that's why I'm back for the people, because I'm one of the people. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm wearing the wrong t-shirt. My t-shirt for the YouTubers. Look at that. We've got the new line of Pitch Talk t-shirts coming out soon. Keep your eyes out for your Monday Night Football effects.
Watch the show, buy the shot.
Seeing the show, buy the show.
See?
We'll have the lines out soon. We'll have the lines out soon. Out in the boots soon. But you know what? It is one of them ones where the three of us are here. It is all good. By the way, it is at the moment 11 and a half minutes gone. Aston Villa 0, Southampton 0. We're going to keep you updated on that one. So, it's about that time. As Jesse gets
Looking at my Aldo, it's
nourishment
about that
out.
time.
Look at that. We got the Haribo football mix. We got nourishment in the house. We got relentless in the house. We got Jaffa cakes in the house. There is Lucasade as well.
We did have some Krispy Kremes.
Krispy Kremes.
We were gonna make
in the
Luther
house
burgers.
too. So we got. I love that. Baking what? Baking a bomb cake. He's baking a bomb cake like a big bloody booger. Wait, no, that's Photoshop. Anyway, let's pause that current track that we are on because
Yes, please.
it is time, baby. As the American dream comes into the house, baby. Because I be black man, baby. It is time for us. No, that New Jack thing is like this. Find me a black man with charisma. I be black man, baby. The American dream, love the kids and everything. It is time before we degenerate. It's time to go into results and analysis. See the match, see the show, buy the shirt, buy the shirt. It's results and analyses. Yes, it is. It's results and analyses. You know what? It is one of them ones where we're gonna get that starting point up. So, where do you reckon we should start with the results and analysis? Where do you think we should start? Because
I would go with Liverpool Crystal Palace, to be honest.
Shut up.
You asked. I'm just saying as all.
Man, you can say it out the door. It's like, no, But, you know, in terms of results and analysis, we are going to go back into the week. I was going to say, what's he doing? We are going to start with a couple of international friendlies. That is where we are going to start. And the way 9-7. We are going to start. That wasn't a reference to 1997, actually. But yeah. I needed to drop my seat down. Sorry about that. Tuesday, 18th of November, 2014, a couple of international friendlies. The reason why my voice is a little kind of messed up this week is I was on IBIS duty again. And, of course, screaming all the while, as I do. So my voice is a little worse for wear at this current time. But let's go into, you got to scream at amateur league level. But yeah, Tuesday, 18th of November, 2014. Japan 2, Australia 1. Kono opened the scoring on 61 minutes. Okazaki scored on 68 minutes. And Tim Cahill scored on 92 minutes. Big shout out to Ian Kerr of Thin White Line magazine. Had to shout out Australia, of course. Next, we are going to go into Austria 1, Brazil 2. David Luiz scoring on 64 minutes. Dragovic scoring a penalty on 75 minutes. And Oliveira scoring on 83 minutes to round out the goal scoring. Argentina 0, Portugal 1 in a match that took place at Old Trafford. Guerreiro scored the only goal of the game on 91 minutes. Literally last kick of the game. The interesting thing about this match, Ronaldo v Messi, and they still didn't sell out Old Trafford, didn't even come close to it. But it was one of them ones, it just says to me that for a friendly match, Ronaldo v Messi, when you see something 16 times per season, it's not going to be a draw in an international friendly. At club level, fine, there's always pretty much something on the line. So, I mean, you're only seeing that match in El Clasico, Champions League, semi-quarters, whatever. But it's one level. That's the way I see it. But Portugal, Argentina, what do you reckon?
Well, you know what? Just to jump on your point there as well. Also, with the fact that it's Portugal, Argentina being played in England. Like,
it's a weird decision.
I don't understand how that is going to get sold out in a stadium such as Manchester.
But I guess it's one of them ones. They're trying to play on the fact of, the parasitic media went to town. Ronaldo's coming back to Manchester. It's for a friendly. Shut up. It's one of them stupid ones there. But I guess they're just banking on Ronaldo v Messi to be the big draw. And I don't think it was the big draw.
Yeah, I think.
Apparently they were like 60 quid a ticket.
Really?
Yeah. So for a friendly.
Yeah, no.
I mean, when we went England-Ghana, we paid, 35 each? So for 60 quid, plus travel getting up to Manchester, nah. Not worth it for a friendly. Sorry, not worth it. I mean, Ross Vernon, you wanted to jump in on Portugal, Argentina, and welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you, Liam. And I just want to say, before I get on with my point, I just want to say, welcome back to Jesse Fizzle. I missed you, brother.
Thank you very much, Ross. Thank you very much.
And I just want to say, I didn't watch that game because I watched Scotland against England, but actually, of course, one of the highlights. And the bit that I found funny regarding this game was that Nani, who's currently out on loan for Manchester United, the Sporting Lisbon, injured Angel Di Maria in that game, which made Di Maria doubt for the game of the weekend.
Even though he did play, there was a lot of hyperbole about it. But it was like, okay, he did play anyway, so it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It was one of them, but it just gave the chance for everyone to say, "Oh, look, he's gone out on loan and he's injured their players." It's like, okay,
okay.
You know, one of them was people like throwing crappy jokes out there.
Sorry, I just have to do this.
He's going for the Haribo football mix. How dare you cover my face?
I just want to say, I thought on the highlights I saw was that he was a good game and it was a good, fantastic goal as well in the match. I don't know what you guys think.
I literally saw a couple bits of it, but not a great deal. But it was one of them ones. That goal in the last second, boom, got it done. Yeah, they got it good.
But I have to say, for me personally, I felt that the game was a little bit of an underwhelming spectacle. I mean, you know, for all the billing of Messi versus Ronaldo, Ronaldo versus Messi, depending on which side of the advertising campaign you're on, whether you're Team Nike or Team Adidas. The thing is, what did they actually do in that game? Not an awful lot. So you're charging me 60 quid a pop in Manchester to go and see this game, and well, what bang did I get for my buck? I didn't get any. Exactly. I'm sorry.
Is that a chicken?
Do you want to tell the people what the hell you're talking about?
Oh no, the Haribo football mix. It's like we're just chomping down, and it's like, okay, I see a cup.
This is a shirt, by the way, people. Just in case you're curious.
I've got one in my hand that looks like an upside down chicken. Sorry,
this right here is a cup.
I think we all know what this is.
I can't see it.
And this is supposed to be a ball. It's green.
Go and get your Haribo football mix. It's fantastic.
It's the FA Cup.
Oh, okay, cool. Republic of Ireland 4, USA 1. Pilkington opened the scoring on 7 minutes. Brady scored on 55 minutes. James McLean scored on 82. Brady scored again on 86. And Diskerud scored on 39 minutes. Right? Surprising result there. The Republic of Ireland beating USA quite handily, but happens in friendlies. England beat Spain in a friendly when they were defending world champions. So surprises happen.
No, it does, but I think it was an emphatic scoreline for the Republic of Ireland. And in terms of building momentum, that's what you need. You know, I know we say, oh, it's just a friendly, it's not really important, blah, blah, blah. But just to, go to Scotland versus England for a minute, if we remember Scotland's huge result against Northern Ireland, shall we say, that was huge momentum going into the England game. Did that necessarily translate in the actual game itself? Not so much. But this is how you build momentum. This is how you build that winning mentality through playing games and winning games. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the Republic of Ireland beating the USA by such an emphatic scoreline. And what I want to see is how they move forward with that in the future. That's what I'm looking forward to myself.
Jamie Bailey, you wanted to welcome to the show, and you wanted to jump in on Republic of Ireland v USA.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know. I think it's coming back to this idea that all the teams that went to the World Cup have now sort of dropped off a bit. So I wouldn't really count it. It's a friendly that I was happy to see a win from, but I think most of the teams are either transitioning and I think that was shown against shown for us in our favor by USA, and I think in the whole grand scheme of things, some of these friendlies just don't make any sense, and we should have really done it against Scotland the previous Friday. That's just me in general, but I'm glad that we got the win. I don't think it's momentum to any game, considering that we still got another. I don't know how many months before we come group together again, and some of those players might not even be together again. So we'll have to see. But welcome back, Gomez.
Oh, Jesse, got you.
It's Richard Sherman.
Thank you,
Richard.
Sherman.
I need more effort in these looking likey, right? At some point, somebody's going to pull out Clarence Seedorf from donkeys ago. No.
No, I did mention that you were Edgar Davids.
Really?
I think a week ago, anyway.
Really?
Keep the glasses, dude.
Really? we have Alex Wright at the end of the table. Oh my goodness!
I'm bugging him out, baby.
Oh no! Oh no!
It gets even worse. Wait,
No. No. I know it does because I think I remember who comes up next.
Look.
He just joins like he's party boy. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Monday Night Football and Fiction. You've just joined us. It's we the people for the people. It's that Monday mayhem that you love so much. Brought to you by Jesse Fizzle, the G-Man, and of course, Straight milk chain. Who's responsible for all of that hot mess down there?
Seeing the show? Buy the shirt. No, we were just having fun. Alex Wright, Disco Inferno, Tokyo Magnum, Dancing Fools. Just search Dancing Fools, Alex Wright on YouTube, and you'll see why we're laughing. I was like, I love that. I just find that kind of stuff funny. But I find that stuff funny. But anyway, it's one of them was, that's a top. Yeah. That, you know what? I don't get the gimmick with that guy though. I don't get the gimmick. He's like, you would. So I'm just like, all right.
No. You seen the original video of him just slurring while he's drinking his beer after a match.
Yeah. But I don't get why that's getting so much play, because it seems like a moron. What? For me, I watched it and I thought, okay. Yeah, I'll see that.
No, but they haven't just done that one. They've done several.
Yeah, I know. It's like the RKO out of nowhere. It gets boring quite quickly.
Oh, dear.
There's about 5 good ones. But you know what? Let's roll on in terms of results, because where are we? We're actually going. Spain 0, Germany 1. Tony Kroos getting the only game.
The only game of the goal.
The only goal of the game on 89 minutes. France 1, Sweden 0. Varane scoring on 83 minutes. The only goal in that game. Scotland 1, England 3. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain opening the scoring on 32 minutes. Wayne Rooney scoring on 47 minutes. And Robertson scoring on 83 minutes, capping off a very good performance. And on 85 minutes, Rooney scored again. Oxlade-Chamberlain's goal, very nice build. Very nice build. Very, very nice build. I like that. I was a fan of that. Thing is, England, we dominated without really looking too threatening. But it was a case of when Robertson scored, just like when Slovenia scored against us, it was a wake-up call and went down the other end, pretty much scored. So it was one of them, was one. But
that was partly down to Scotland's naivety, though.
Yeah,
because they did sort of open them, expose themselves, and basically just.
You want to rephrase that? You can get at the back. You can get in trouble. You can get in trouble for both of those things. Exposing themselves at the back. You can get in trouble for both of those.
Saying anything like that, you're leaving the doors.
for this guy. And he just goes in like the Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah.
Oh no, wrong one. Oh yeah.
See?
That episode was on during the weekend. And the Kool-Aid guy and Family Guy.
Yeah, I love that.
The Brian and Stewie go back in time.
Yeah. I love that. Oh yeah.
Did I miss it?
I love the Kool-Aid guy. He's hilarious. And when the evil Stewie bangs him up as well. In there. Oh yeah. Bang! He just licks him in the legs with a baseball bat. It's such a liberty. Oh,
but going back to England, right? I think overall it was a solid performance. I personally feel like Scotland could have given more in the game, but I also think the game against Republic of Ireland, sorry for everyone from Northern Ireland, or as I like to call it, Norn, as I used to call it, my other home. Yeah, I think that game emotionally, physically, it was draining and tiring on Republic of Ireland players. So I think them being, they weren't necessarily flat, but for them not having the required gusto is understandable. You know, for them kind of falling a little bit short. It's understandable.
Well, everyone expected it to be very, very physical, but I think
in parts it was.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's good though is that Gordon Strachan, you can see what he's trying to do with Scotland. He's really trying to get them having the ball on the ground, moving it about nicely. And there were a few really nice passing moves from Scotland.
Yeah.
So it's one of them you can see what he's doing. You just got to engender that throughout all levels of Scottish football, and you're onto a winner.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, no, I thought technically they acquitted themselves very well in terms of the game that they was trying to play. One player that I do want to comment on for England, Nathaniel Klein.
Yeah.
How good did he look at right back?
2 very good performances. That and the Slovenia match as well.
You know,
2 very good performances.
Like,
he's come out as the shining light from this international break. Deservedly so. That right back spot, someone needs to take it.
And I'm like,
I just want to see him against better opposition.
And he's a player in form. And we always say, oh, well, we should pick the players in form. I think he deserved his call. and so far he's taking it with both hands and he's running with it right now. So, you know, congratulations to him. I think overall, congratulations to Wayne Rooney as well. And you know, as I say, this is how we build momentum. This is how we build that winning mentality, by playing games and winning games. Now, I have to say, is it necessarily the most competitive of games? No, but you still need that winning experience.
Yeah,
and that's what we're getting right now. Also, want to say that Jack Wilshere, he was very, very influential in the game.
Yeah,
you know, not just for his assist, but his general play.
Yeah.
So congratulations to him as well. And overall, right, for a team where you look at it on paper and you kind of go, it's not really much of anything. They did really well. Did really, really well. And maybe now is the time for a lot of other England fans to get behind the team. You know, because I know when this game came up, a lot of people were kind of like, I'm not watching this. But now, you know,
I made the effort to watch it afterwards because I was at work. But
you know, I'm like, maybe now is a good time to get behind the team and see what they can actually do.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, definitely. I mean, Russ Vernon, you wanted to jump in on Scotland, England. As Jesse starts chomping ass.
Yes, Liam. And if Jesse, if you can just stop it while I talk, please.
No!
I don't listen when I talk, when you talk.
Oh, he does it again.
So, right, guys.
He's dropped the ball again.
Go ahead, Russ.
Right, guys. As I was saying, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was a good, entertaining game, and I thought when England played, I thought we played some good football. I thought Nathaniel Klein had a fantastic game again, a right back, considering his second start. And I thought, apart from the goal, Foster didn't have much to do, and when he did, he pulled off some good saves, and that was overall good performance from England. A bit better than what I saw last Saturday when I was at Wembley watching England-Slovenia. If you just rewind it back, like I said, there we took a wake-up call and then went on downfield and scored last week. And I think today, on last Tuesday, when we actually took the lead this one and through a good flick header from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Me and my dad thought it was Wayne Rooney where he did that header. And going back to last Tuesday, 18th of November 2014, it was my dad's birthday last Monday. Last Tuesday, it was 53 last. We were 51 last week. Last Tuesday, my mum was 53 last Monday. So, and last Saturday, it was the trip to Wembley that I had was for my dad's birthday, and I did a good birthday for England winning against Scotland on his actual birthday as well. So, two good results for his birthday, apart from the weekend. But off there we go to have a bit of debate about that one as well.
You know what, Russ? Before we go any further, I have to interrupt you just to do this and say, "Happy birthday to them."
To them, you know.
Yeah, because it was both his mum and his dad's birthday. Come on.
Happy birthday to the happy couple.
Happy birthday to them. Congrats on another year. Happy birthday to them. Yeah.
Verno being Mr. and Mrs. Vernon.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys.
Fantastic. You know what?
Sorry, I was a bit distracted by your Ice J Fish impersonation earlier.
Shut up. We're not going into that. Even Jamie Bailey said, "Go me singing." See, there you go. There you go. You're the new singer now.
Multi-talented, man.
Okay. I'll leave that one aside. Saturday, 22nd of November 2014. Let's swing on. Chelsea 2, West Brom 0. Diego Costa beating the offside trap and scoring on the 11 minutes. For me, correct decision. But Eden Hazard scored on 25 minutes. Claudio Jakob was sent off on 29 minutes as well. Question for you guys. The Jakob sending off the Costa so-called offside. What do you reckon of those decisions? Because I think the Costa one, nice. You got to give benefit of the doubt there because it's that tight.
Costa's goal was world class. He managed to beat the offside trap, on a fine line, and the control and the volleyed finish was just perfect. Like that was exceptional. The Jakob wasn't a sending off in my eyes, to be honest. Like they say he jumped off the floor, but to me, my personal view is his feet were in no way heading towards in the player's direction. They were always, going downwards to the floor. It
wasn't reckless. He wasn't out of control.
And Costa jumped into him.
It's almost like he was doing. Remember how Lex Luger used to punch when he used to do the double, when he used to stop with both feet. Dude
Yeah,
used to
yeah, jump into it,
It reminded me of that. It reminded me of that, and I thought that is one harsh sending off.
OWR. OWR.
Yeah, about second OW. That when Luka used to be like, ugh. It's like, why is he jumping with both feet for? It looks
Honestly,
stupid.
he was entitled to that challenge. He didn't go in on the player, and Costa actually was the one that kicked him. That's my view of it. So it was never a red card. It wasn't even a yellow card.
No,
Okay, I would say this. Was that more or less of a foul than say what Gaston Ramirez did?
Gaston Ramirez is one reminded me when I saw it in real time. Reminded me of Beckham Simeone from '98.
Fair enough.
Reminded me exactly of that.
That did
so
cross my
that
mind.
would be where the precedent would come from.
Okay, fair enough.
Harsh sending off, I would still say, but you shouldn't have reacted like that.
Fair enough.
Shouldn't have reacted.
Fair enough. But no, I mean the Chelsea train goes marching on, and it's led by Diego Costa. I think when you look at this Chelsea squad, Diego Costa for me is the second coming of what Didier Drogba. What Didier Drogba? La 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 la. Didier Drogba. La 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 la.
I would never forget those Galatasaray fans from the Emirates Cup in 2013.
Those Gala fans are brilliant. Absolutely
that was
brilliant.
tremendous.
Tremendous.
Facebook.com/Pitch Talk to see our pictures from the Emirates Cup 2013.
Honestly, he is the second coming of Didier Drogba. I think year 2 going into year 3. Like he literally is that.
Like this is primary school.
Like he is. He literally is that.
I'm going into the big school soon. I'm going to junior school.
Will you stop? No, like he's literally the battering ram at the front. You can more or less do everything. Like he's been in such good form. The way that
and he's got about 40 years worth of experience behind him as well.
That's in a whole different line of business.
Sorry, he does not look 25.
That's a whole different line.
He does not look 25. I'm 28.
He's a weathered 25. That's
weathered. Weathered. What, weathered like the White Cliffs of Dover kind of weathered? Because boy, I swear there's pieces of that falling off. It's so weathered. But the thing is, for me, I'm 28 and Diego Costa looks about 10, 15 years older than me. And he's supposed to be 3 years younger. Nah, not believing that. I'm sorry, I'm not believing.
I want to see man's passport.
I'm not believing that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. We all heard the rumors about Obafemi Martins being in the same youth team as Celestine Babayaro. And I swear Babayaro retired in like 2000. It's like, no, this is not, something's rotten in Lewisham, to quote the G-Man's phrase. One of them ones, I find that funny. But yeah, Chelsea are looking very good at the moment.
Yeah,
Still don't think they're going to go invincible. I really don't.
Neither do I, but I think a really big part of them being so good right now is Diego Costa, and you have noticed, for me anyway, a substantial drop in performance when Diego Costa's not in that team.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because that midfield is still controlling games.
No, it is, but I'm saying in terms of the man leading the line, because Didier Drogba has not been to the fountain of youth and been reborn. That hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Lek Remy
maybe Drogba needs some positive juju done on him. We'll get into a story about Juju later on. As we've tweeted earlier, we do have a story about Juju and it's hilarious. As soon as we saw it, we thought that's going in the show order. That is funny. What's up with that is later on in the show.
But yeah, I just think, Lek Remy, he's not going to get enough game time. Diego Costa is the main man. He is making things
£32
tick.
million. He better be the main man.
He's making things tick right now, and his goals are making a difference. Simple as that. But let's move and groove on to Everton 2, West Ham 1, and I'll hand it back over to you.
Oh, I thought you were going to carry on, considering
no.
one of your former looky-like scored the first goal on 26 minutes. You led me into that one, to be frank. Romelu Lukaku opened the score on 26 minutes. Zarate scored on 56 minutes, and he was the one who came out of this game with a lot of praise. And Leon Osman on his 400th appearance for Everton, scoring on 73 minutes. It's like his 46 goals. I'm out for it. Now, James Collins, Tompkins. The play acting was atrocious, and you should be ashamed of yourself. But at least there legitimately was contact. It was to the chest, not the face. When I saw that, I thought he was imitating Pepe in El Clasico a couple of years back. And it's like, dude, why are you clutching your face? You were clearly pushed in your chest. What is wrong?
Why you do this?
It was one of them. Was Tompkins? What's the matter with you, Tompkins? What's the matter with you, boy? This always reminds me of Honky Tonk Man. Billy, what's the matter with you, Billy? What's the matter with you? I love that on his YouTube. But Ross Barkley, what the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Cue it up.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good shout, because all you gotta say about Ross Barkley's dive is
stars. -5 stars.
I was actually going for the other one.
Stars.
And the other one, the other one's queued up. Because when I saw that from Ross Barkley, it was like,
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Wait a minute. But I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I don't like it.
It's one of them ones. Don't like it. And Jazzy Fizzle on that video don't like it either.
Better.
But yeah, it was one of them ones. It was one of them ones that they did kind of gloss over it. On Match Today, it's like, what's it? The commentator's like, oh, it's a shame. It's sad to see that from one of England's young talents. And it's like, you mean it's sad to see that? It's a disgrace.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade here.
But now I'm
or
like,
an espadrille, an espadrille.
I'm like,
it's one of them ones.
Now that you said that, I also have to cue it up.
Yeah, no, very much.
You know.
I might have to cue up something else.
No, not that again.
But no, it is one of them ones where we want to eradicate both incidents. Both incidents need to be eradicated.
But the really interesting thing for me, especially regarding the Ross Barkley dive, right, is if it was a quote unquote foreign player, there would have been so much more made of it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. But that's what, you know what? That's why I'm glad we've got the platform we have, because we could say Ross Barkley for that dive.
Hey, he stuck his leg. Hey, he stuck his leg.
Ross Barkley.
His leg. Hey, he stuck his leg.
And we're gonna pause that one before we get Kobo right down the track one. But it's one of them ones. But the fact of the matter is, the dive was utterly disgraceful, and I can see why Kevin Nolan was going ape crap over it. It's like rip, and Clattenburg fell for it.
I know.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
How have you fallen for that?
Yeah.
What are you, stupid? How have you fallen for that?
And then, of course, obviously we're going to talk about Stoke v Burnley.
He needs to get bumped down to League One for that.
We are going to talk about Stoke v Burnley in a couple of minutes, but
let's jump. Actually,
Victor
you know
Moses.
what? Actually, let's jump straight into that. Danny Ings opened the scoring on 12 minutes, scored again on 13 minutes. In a manic 2 minutes, couple tap-ins. John Walters scored on 32 minutes. And
his was a very good header.
Yeah, I mean, Stoke 1, Burnley 2 was the final score. Victor Moses trying to buy penalties again. I mean, he raised the ire of Gary Monk. But this time, it was one of them. It was one of them. Was just like, Moses. No. I don't like this Moses. He said, no, but seriously, it was like, when I saw it, I'm like, nah, Moses, what's the matter with you, boy? What's the matter with you, Moses? It's like, no. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What's your problem? What's your beef? Oh. But anyway, Leicester 0, Sunderland 0. In a game that had a few chances, but one of the more notable things was Kevin Phillips, who's now at Leicester City, and he's a Sunderland legend. So that was interesting. Man City 2, Swansea 1. Wilfred Bonney on 9 minutes.
That arguably goal of the week contender, and I noticed the grin. I did. I noticed the grin, right? And I have to say,
I was smiling. That was a slick goal.
If my coat wasn't over there, I would have shown you a more suitable picture of me where I looked a lot more like Wilfred Bonney. Whereas now I don't. So no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I was gonna say,
please hang up and try again.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say the combination of Jezzy and Bonnie would end up as Johnny, but we're not going down that road.
Oh my goodness.
We're not going down that road. We get the explicit rating on iTunes sharply. But no, it's one of them. Bonnie's goal was fantastic. Gomis on the other hand, wasn't so fantastic. But Jezzy, please explain. Jezzy, please explain to us that chance that you had late on to get a point for Swansea.
This guy. Well, no.
You know, Jovicic's goal on 19 minutes. Navas is ball in. Oh my God, that is a nightmare to deal with. Jovetic, boom, Johnny on the spot. Yaya Toure scoring on 62 minutes. And Man City crowned the comeback.
Yeah, Yaya Toure is looking like he's back to his usual self. Not to say that he'd significantly gone off the boil, but he wasn't on the pitch out and out undisputed leader of Manchester City.
Champion of the world. No, wait, that's Big T later.
In his performances, whereas that goal that he scored epitomized that for me. That was who Yaya Toure is.
And this is who I am. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is where I come from.
No, like literally, that was Yaya Toure. That goal was Yaya Toure. Pace, power, precision. Just that goal had everything in it for me. From a Yaya Toure perspective, it was
everything.
Everything.
It had everything. Yes, it had everything.
Yes,
Toure had everything. Everything for City. And yeah, we know the proper lyrics before anyone goes, oh, that's not proper lyrics. try to get a couple right on this track onto us.
But yeah, no, good result for Manchester City. Even better result for Yaya Toure personally to see him back on the score sheet, back taking games by the scruff of the neck, back being the man mountain in the middle of the pitch that he is, and just absolutely dominated. It was a dominant performance from him and deserved 3 points for Manchester City. But I suppose. Wait,
hold on. Just like Jezzy Fizzle this week, just like Jezzy Fizzle on the show this week, G-Man back in the studio this week as well. It is a case of Yaya Toure can say,
I'm back, baby.
This has to do it. Yeah, man. But if any of the Skypers want to jump in on any of these results, let us know. G-Man, if you want to jump in as well, feel free.
But I think the G-Man's busy. So let's go to Newcastle 1, QPR 0. Before we get on to
Sissoko scoring the only goal of the game on 78.
Meat and potatoes, where the G-Man actually has to say something.
I don't want to speak about that
So you're telling me, right? You went all the way to the Emirates. You hobbled all the way over there for you not to want to be like, yo, let me speak on this.
No, I hobbled over there to gloat. I ain't got nothing to gloat about.
I know. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But no, going back to Newcastle 1, QPR 0. Newcastle, for me, very, very good performance overall. Had a few chances in the game where I'd say, you know what, probably should have done more with that. But this is, for me, right? This is a team that are playing for each other and arguably fighting for their manager, and it shows that. It shows that it was a plucky performance. And Sissoko's goal, for me, it was deserved. It was deserved. I don't.
You notice the Pardew out brigade is about as quiet as the Newton Heath brigade at United. Silent.
I was waiting for some sort of swipe at United.
No, it wasn't even a. No, it wasn't. It's not a swipe. It's fact. Am I wrong?
I'm just saying that.
I ain't seen Newton Heath scarves in ages.
That Rogers out brigade is getting louder.
Yeah, so is the Wenger out brigade. It's all stupid, but we'll get into that in a second.
I just wanted to state the fact.
Yeah. I asked back in the day, are the Kenny out brigade morons? So hey, so on them ones, I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem.
But yeah, congratulations to Musa Sissoko. Congratulations to Mr. Pardew. And as you say, the Pardew out brigade, they're quieting down. Yeah. They're holding the corner. They've stopped flapping their gums.
All it takes is 4 or 5 good games.
And
that's why I posted on Facebook what I did.
The Magpies continue to march on, so well done to them. He actually gave Alan Shearer a reason to cheer. Just saying. But now for Saturday's main event.
Well, Russ Vernon wanted to jump in.
Why, Russ? Why?
Because he has an opinion.
Because you have an opinion.
I was getting ready to build up.
Look at this. Hey, think of your own reasons.
I was getting ready to build up to me and the G-Man sparring.
I don't want no scripted ad-libs. We don't want no scripted ad-libs.
What's your question, bro?
I'd like to ask a question to you three in the studio and to the rest of the Skypers and to all the listeners out there this evening.
In YouTube land and radio land.
Okay. What's the question?
With the way Newcastle are playing, I can see them being the team to stop Chelsea going unbeaten all this season. Do you guys agree with me? And I just want to say fantastic goal from Sissoko as well.
No, personally, I think you're wrong. I think Burnley are the team to do that. They're in top form right now.
This one's mocking. Danny Ings is hitting the net at long last. No, I don't think it'll be Newcastle to stop Chelsea. In all honesty, no, I just don't. I can't see Newcastle doing it.
I wouldn't even say that. I say it's unpredictable. You can't. At the end of the day, this.
I'm just saying I don't see it.
This unbeaten run that everyone keeps talking about. Yeah, it doesn't happen with you saying it week in, week out. Yeah, they're gonna go unbeaten. They're gonna unbeaten. You know, you got to wait to the end of the season to actually see it come to fruition. And at the end of the day, the likes of Chelsea, who's going to beat them? We just don't know. Anything can happen in the world of football, as you always tell us.
The only thing for sure in football is nothing's for sure. But you know what? We got a brand new Skyper, and that man is Andrew Thompson. Andrew, did you want to jump in on Newcastle QPR and also Russ's question as well?
I did actually. Also, thanks for having me, by the way.
Hey, welcome to the show, man. We the people for the people. The more the merrier. What's your opinion, man?
I'm sorry?
No, what's your opinion?
Oh, I mean, first of all, it's in this day and age where going undefeated in the Premiership it just can't happen. When Arsenal did it, it was a very different league, wasn't it? You just didn't have those bottom teams, the mid-table teams that could really turn out performance and actually threaten that. You know, Chelsea have to deal with that now. Even like you said, even in the joking where you were saying, you know, Burnley might, you never know, Burnley could actually end Chelsea's undefeated run just because it's just the standard is that much higher, right? So I feel like, as for, do I think Newcastle can do it? No. One of my best friends actually he's been a Newcastle supporter for his entire life. And the thing him and I talk about almost on a daily is that despite them playing well, they're playing well for each other. They're playing for party right now, which is excellent, but they still have issues at the back, which if anyone can exploit those issues, it's Chelsea. Yeah. And can you really see Newcastle outscoring Chelsea in you know, one of those high flying back and forth matches for 90 minutes? I really don't think so.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you on that. I mean, Newcastle have I mean, if they come up against significant opposition, in-form opposition, and I think they're getting torn apart. It's like I'm actually concerned that Liverpool are going to get torn apart by Chelsea, and that's coming up soon after the match against Ludogorets. So it's one of them as it's like, oof.
Right. I mean, plus Newcastle have other injury issues at the back as well. You know,
Ryan Taylor limped out unfortunately in that match as well,
which is depressing to watch, to be honest. But
yeah,
again, to go undefeated, scoring goals is important, and Newcastle have a way of scoring goals when it matters most. But they have a way of also letting up too many goals when they need to not let up too many goals, and I just can't see them actually doing that against Chelsea, to be honest.
Yeah, I totally agree. You
know, I think that's a very valid point. I think at the moment, yes, Newcastle are winning, but they're normally winning by the skins of their teeth. Do they look particularly comfortable throughout games? No, they don't. At the moment, Chelsea seems to be in cruise control, and I say that, you know, picturing Chelsea as a car on an American highway. So it's basically a straight line. You don't really have to do much. There's no corners. There's no turns, right? But what I also mean by that is
we're talking about a Chevrolet, yeah?
No.
Okay, cool.
Just any car.
No, I was gonna say if you went Chevrolet, it's like, well, yeah, they're United sponsors. Anyway, a Model T4.
But the other thing to say about it is that Chelsea have several other gears to get through.
Yeah, I mean, once the team puts them under significant pressure,
this is what I mean. This is what I mean. So when Chelsea start to hit those high gears, I feel very, very sorry for anybody that happens to get in their way right now. To me, Chelsea are probably comfortably in second gear, and we're talking about what, a 5-gear gearbox. So they've still got 3 more gears to get through.
Nice car analogy.
That's a good point. I was just thinking about before on you guys were talking about the influence that Costa's come in with.
Yeah.
And you can even look at the Costa and say that he's not even playing to the level he played with for Atletico Madrid yet.
Which is true.
Fabregas is still settling a little bit. Also, he has experience in the league, but he's still settling with Chelsea. And you look at Hazard. Hazard has not been the Hazard of 2-3 years ago as well, right? So once Hazard gets used to playing with Costa, once they get on that same page, and when we see what Hazard can actually do and what he can do, once he gets to that gear as well, I just don't see anyone stopping Chelsea. It doesn't mean they won't lose. It just means that over the course of the next however many odd games, you can maybe say they'll lose 2 at most, 3 at tops, and then that's it. Who's going to catch them at that point? City's too inconsistent right now with what they have going on internally. They're struggling because of the European form, and anybody else who would have had a chance has been struggling. Arsenal, United, Liverpool. So it was the minute Costa and Fabregas came in, it was Chelsea's time to lose. I said that in the summer. A lot of people agreed, some people disagreed, but they settled nicely. They haven't even, like you said, they haven't even hit fifth gear yet. Once that happens, I think it's a wrap. So.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, there's a couple of very, very important players that you haven't even mentioned. For me, I look at the likes of Oscar, and he's been indifferent. Once he sorts himself out and he gets going, he's a very influential player in the middle of the park.
And you've got Schürrle on the fringes.
Schürrle on the fringes.
Yes.
Willian, who's kind of in and out. And then, of course, for me, one of the most important players in that team who's kind of in and out as well, Ramirez. Once Ramirez...
Jamie!
I was not going there. I was not going there.
When you say Ramirez, I always think of Jamie Benn.
I was not going there.
And Jamie's furiously typing in the Skype chat. I can see that already.
But yeah, I think once those other players that are kind of on the fringes, once they get going as well in this same well-oiled, very efficient Chelsea machine, good luck.
It's true. It's funny because I think Hazard, Oscar put in his best performance last weekend this season, and again, he hasn't even done it consistently yet. But look at the difference he made in just that performance. So if he can string 5 or 6 or 7 of those together, and again, put himself just into the whole collective that Mourinho's been building this season, it's going to be tough to beat.
Of course. Speaking of,
one thing I got to say, don't any of you see a chance of Chelsea tiring in just past January, where if they are in all 4 competitions, and basically competing on all 4 fronts. The likes of Costa, he's known to have his little injury.
But rotation's going to start coming
Where
into play.
up front, you're talking about the weakness up front.
Yeah.
So you have Costa who has like his little hand problems, but then also you have Remy who's got his problems, and then Salah's not really getting a chance, and Drogba's not really like you said, not firing on all cylinders. So and also in terms of their midfield,
Chelsea are not unbeatable. No team is unbeatable.
Agreed.
It's just
saying,
difficult
when they hit
to
all
see
4,
them
when you get
at
later
the
on
moment.
into the season, you hit all 4 fronts. It's going to get a lot tougher for them.
Of course.
No, it is, but this
playing
is
3 games over the space of 8 days and all that.
Well,
but then you've got other sides who are dealing with that as well. But you know what? We're gonna have to curtail that debate.
We'll come back to that later.
Just because of time. I'm sure we'll definitely revisit this. I mean, we do have a caller on the line. Caller, you are through to your Monday Night Footballing Fix. Who have we got the pleasure of conversing with right now via the mobile phone?
It's Nathan. How's it going, guys?
What is up? All good, man.
It's Nathan Arsenal.
What's up, man? What's up? You know what? Yeah, it's funny. It's funny
you call it just the right time.
Yeah. Because Jezzy, G-Man, which one of you wants to take the next result? Because I have the feeling that G-Man at the moment is like this. I have the feeling G-Man is the lyrics of this, the chorus to this. But we do have to talk about it,
and I do want to.
All right, Jesse, how about it? Take the result. Go on.
So, Arsenal 1, Manchester United 2.
Some of them dramatic pauses. Come on, dude. We ain't going that.
Kieran Gibbs.
Are we running short?
Kieran Gibbs opened the scoring after 56 minutes. Absolutely fantastic finish, has to be said. Wayne Rooney made it 2-0 on the night. 5 minutes from time. But you know what? Arguably one of the best goals of the weekend was scored by Olivier Giroud, who's made his return deep into injury time. But G-Man, seeing as you actually hobbled your way to the Emirates, made your way to your seat, even though you couldn't stand, couldn't walk. Tell us, what was it like being there live, first hand in the flesh? Like, how did you feel?
I'll start from the end. It was rather depressing. It was very depressing.
It was a beautiful thing.
Walking out of the Emirates, knowing that
It was wonderful.
knowing that you've played probably the best 60 minutes of the season. In saying that, we've done that at Manchester City, we've done that against Manchester City, and we've done that against Tottenham as well. You know, where we played excellent football, we've controlled this game particularly, where I honestly didn't know all the chances that we had there and then, but you know, the ones that I counted in the first half was like about 8-9 good chances. And you know what, Danny Welbeck missing a couple, but Jack Wilshere missing a really crucial.
Yeah, his miss was big.
I mean, it was crucial because at the end of the day, I thought Danny Welbeck put him through on goal against De Gea. You know,
it was a good save from De Gea.
No, it was a great save by De Gea.
Wilshere really should have buried it.
Wilshere should have buried it on his first touch.
He
took one too many touches. He could have passed it over to Sanchez where there was a clear opening, and you know, he tried to shoot, but he fired it right at De Gea. Why didn't he pull it to the left side of the goalkeeper or the right side of the goalkeeper? It depends on how you're looking at it. If you're at the
but then you lot made your own problems. You lot made your own problems in that match with a few words that I like to say on a regular basis. Possession is nothing without penetration. The sucker punch came in United's goal. That was very much a sucker punch because you could see that Arsenal were destabilized by the Wilshere injury. You could see it because they were still kind of reorganizing.
Wait,
and it was shortly after that goal happened.
Who's talking about it? Me and Jesse Fizzle or you, Jesse Fizzle? You can do your match in a minute. Okay.
I'm gonna drop kick you in the face.
Okay. No one jumps in when you're
see the match, buy the shirt, see the show, see me punch. No, but go on. No, go on.
Like you rightfully said, we were destabilized by the goal, which came back.
I love the fact. I was putting out an argument, helping you, and then you're like, no, don't interrupt me. It's like, fine, defend yourself.
Yeah, but that's exactly what you did. You interrupted me.
Have I?
My point.
Shut up.
But anyway, like we were speaking about.
Anyway, back to the story.
Just before the show, the crucial crux to the first goal coming was Szczesny. Why did he come flying out the goal? There was no need for him coming out. One thing I said to Wayne Schumann, who's not on the show today, was there were 4 crucial players for this game. It was Wilshere, in his recent performances, he needs to be doing what he's been doing for England, you know, and show some of the talent that he has got, which he was doing. Yeah. You know, Oxlade-Chamberlain needs to continue his fine form, which he was doing. Sanchez needed not to, you know, go completely missing. He didn't go completely missing, but it wasn't Sanchez. It wasn't the Sanchez that we've been seeing of. Like he was good, but it just wasn't that Sanchez. Yeah.
Well, Van Persie wasn't that guy either.
Most importantly, Szczesny being at the back with our loose defense. Yeah, he needed to keep concentrated, and the one moment that he didn't keep concentrated, he came out and done something absolutely stupid. Came out for a ball he didn't need to come out for. He gets himself injured and gives away the goal.
So he needed to be more concentrated than Robinson's double strength fruit and barley. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's the analogy I can think of.
But it was from them we chased. You know, from that point we started chasing the game. Yeah. And as far as I'm concerned, when you're chasing the game, you got 15 minutes to go. Yeah. You know, it's either you go all out attack because you are against Manchester United. Let's not fool it. They might be the crappiest Manchester United team you've ever seen. Yeah.
Oh no, that was last year.
No. Well, you can say that. I'm just saying, like, this might be the crappiest Man United performance I've ever seen against Arsenal. Then, yeah, and you know, we had them for the taking, even at 1-0 down. We're chasing it, and you know what? That's what happens when you're chasing it. You're either going to score or you're going to concede. And
you leave holes at the back, and that's what happened with what?
Are you saying that
Di Maria's chance that he wasted?
Yeah.
There was Di Maria's chance that he wasted, and Rooney's goal. 2 clear examples of Arsenal chasing the game. You have to leave something open. You're going to be vulnerable at the back. The attack broke down, and boom, they broke like lightning. United's problem, that's the funny thing with United this season. Their problem's not going forward. Their problems are at the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not David De Gea either.
No.
It's the back line. Who is it? McNair and Tyler Blackett, sorry. So I keep mistaking his name. Tyler Blackett. McNair and Blackett were at the back, and it's like that's where the problems are.
And they had,
I mean,
they
Daley
had fantastic
Blind
games.
had
They had
knee
fantastic games. Both of them had fantastic
Smalling
games.
played well as well. I gotta say.
Yeah.
One in every 8 games he plays well. It's
pretty
one of
much.
them.
Pretty much. But I think overall, for me personally, Arsenal disappointed. They did. Honestly, I don't feel that Manchester United impressed. But was it one of those classic smash and grabs? Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Speaking of smashing, Giroud's finish, goal of the week contender, stuff of the week later in the show.
Absolutely brilliant finish from Olivier Giroud. I have to say, probably up there with Wayne Rooney's goal.
Taking that first time as well, it was like, yeah, you
Up there with Wayne Rooney's goal. Wayne Rooney's finish was delightful, But I have to say, it was almost like the first half of the perfect footballing weekend for me. Manchester United beat Arsenal, which means I get to flap my gums and you have to sit there and be quiet. And then, of course, we move on to Sunday, which is even more beautiful.
Shut your face. We'll get on
It was
to that
so beautiful. I just want you to know.
Who's Ice J Fish now? Yeah. You walk me into that one. Yeah. You know what? We do have a couple of people who want to jump in with opinions on this as well. We're gonna go for we're gonna go for Mr. McCreef, Nathan Arsenal first. Nathan, your view on Man United Arsenal, and then we're gonna jump to the Skypers as well.
Just same old, same old stuff. Failing to convert chances. And once again, just caught on the counter attack. I mean, when are we not caught on the counter attack? I think we played about 50 matches this season. I think in every single game this season, we've been caught on the counter attack. And it's fair to say that if something happens once, you can consider it a mistake. But when it keeps happening, it's a tactical nightmare. From Arsenal, Arsene Wenger. To be quite honest with you, it's just a joke. And tired of just round and over, same old things. It's not going to change as far as I'm concerned until we've got a new manager in place, because it's just not good enough. It's not good enough at all.
Well, we're not going to stick on the Wenger out thing, because Lord knows that horse has been beaten to death. And then once that horse was dead about 2-3 years ago, it keeps getting beaten again. The only thing you can really do now is skewer and then fry it. It's just to kind of complete the job. I think it needs cremating that horse by now, because it's been beaten so much to death. But yeah, but I mean, we've also, I mean, it was one of them. Wilshere was lucky not to get sent off himself against with the Fellaini thing. But the funny thing is, there were 2 ankle injuries in that game.
Yeah,
with Wilshere and Shaw. Yeah. Shaw's one, it was like, ooh. Yeah, no, the way I saw that, it was like, ooh. And we're not talking Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. It's like, ooh, no. it's a wait. Ooh, no. Oh, no. No, Kool-Aid's not going to burst in. Good. Sorry. It's a obligatory Family Guy reference. I had to. But we've also got Andrew Thompson who wanted to jump in as well. Andrew, your view on Arsenal Man United?
I mean, initially, I'm just not really shocked. It frustrates me when a lot of Arsenal supporters, after the match, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, whatever have you, saying they're frustrated that they felt like, we should have gotten a result. You can't be frustrated by it, because if you deserved the result, you would have put your chances away, right?
Exactly.
I mean, Wilshere's miss was criminal. Like, I've definitely coached 9-year-olds that can put that chance away, and that's frustrating to me. Welbeck had that free header that he put over the bar. On another day, you think if it wasn't Man United, then the Nerds didn't get to, maybe he puts that chance away. But it's also like Nathan said, mistakes at the back. One match, 2 matches, it's a mistake. But I don't want us to go into like the whole Wenger out debate as usual. But the point is that if we're so fragile mentally and we keep making the same mental mistakes in the same situations, almost every single match, in the same fashion, it's just hard. I don't understand how people can defend it at this point. Like, they'll come up with any reason imaginable to deflect blame away from the actual problem. I think that's my overall frustration point with everything surrounding the club currently. And it's frustrating when people just, they just try to find any other excuse than what the reality actually is. And we don't have to necessarily get into that, but it's something for people to think about in the long term,
That's a good point, actually, because for me, like I've been saying over the past few weeks of PT shows, and also said on Facebook as well, a lot of people are influenced by the parasitic media, and whatever bandwagon that the parasitic media like to perpetuate, they will jump on and won't question it. That's what actually frustrates me. It is funny how many people will regurgitate the same old view over and over and over without offering A, a solution, or B, a realistic solution. A lot of people are saying, oh yeah, Wenger out now, but it's one of them ones. Getting rid of a manager mid-season or even in January, all it's going to do is destabilize stuff. And whenever you get a new manager in, no matter who it is, that person's going to want time to sort things out. That person's going to want to bring in his own philosophy, which is going to take time, the world's most precious commodity, to implement and get right. And also, the fact of the matter is, the guy's going to want cash as well to spend, because some of the previous managers' players are going to be seen as deadwood. So that stuff is best done in the summer rather than now or January. And January is one of them ones where clubs are still trying to get money from players, and it'll be one of them ones you'll be paying a premium for anyone you go for, manager, player, whatever. But the fact is, one thing that kind of annoys me is what Elisha Usmanov was saying earlier about coming out and saying, oh yeah, Wenger's philosophy is potentially holding back the club. It's Elisha Usmanov, I just want to say in regards to your comments on the ESPN.com earlier, the fact of the matter is, if you feel that way, trigger a takeover of the club. Otherwise, shut up. Let Wenger do what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, but if you're not willing to take over the club, then you ain't making them and you ain't willing to put your neck on the line and make those sort of changes. Then you're not offering a real solution.
To trigger a takeover, he owns 30%. He needs slightly more to be able to officially do it.
Well, no, he's got something like 29.29 or something like that. You've had him and Kroenke playing brinksmanship for 3 years. If one of them really wanted to take over the club, they'd have done it.
Wait, Kroenke don't really need to. Usmanov basically.
He likes to shoot
if he really wanted to, pay over the odds, and then do what you have to do, and then make your money back. You get what I'm saying? Don't bother just sit on the sidelines just talking and then adding to the stokes of the fire. And you can't. You're in a position where you can't even do anything.
Yeah, it's very easy. It's very easy to sit on top of Mount Olympus.
Bags of money. He could make us into a Chelsea. He could make us into a Manchester.
He's richer than Abramovich.
On the sidelines talking.
That's the worst thing. He's richer than Abramovich. So you know what it is? Also, don't want to be. They've come up with this thing that they don't want to be hypocrites because they want to do things the right way. Well, do you know what? Us fans, we don't give a shit about the right way.
Language. Hey, language. We don't allow profanity.
Let me take that back.
Be censored for the podcast.
Yeah, but he could make them an offer they can't refuse. I'm sure he's got the money.
Godfather flexes. I am going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
On this day, the day of my daughter's wedding.
But you know what? We also had Jamie Bailey, who did want to jump in on this as well. Jamie, have at it before we got to move on to Sunday's results and also our A-League roundup. Jamie?
I'm not really too bothered about this whole result thing in terms of Manchester United and Arsenal.
All right, Ross Vernon, what's
the
your
reason why? I've been saying this for so long.
That was go on, Jamie.
Yeah,
sorry, have
cut
at
me
it.
off. You
No,
got
it was a joke, man. It was a joke. Jamie, have at it.
No, I've been looking at this this whole Arsenal Man United result in the same way that every other Arsenal fan has, and the same way that every other United fan has. As far as I'm concerned, it happened, and I'd rather move on about it because it's not going to change. End of. We're still going to be playing the same formation. We're still going to be having the same problems. And if it's going to change, then like Nathan said, we're going to have to get a manager in. But I also agree with you, Liam, saying that it's no good doing it halfway through the season because it means that, as you've seen with Chelsea, it destabilizes the club. And the only reason why Chelsea won that season is because of the players rather than the manager. And that's for me, that's always going to be down to it. It's always going to be a leadership thing. There's always going to be a problem where we don't have a Tony Adams or Patrick Vieira. It's always going to come down to the same 49 unbeaten with the Invincibles. It's always going to come down to the same stupidness. And again, whether it is tactical, whether it's the same problems that we've had since 2008, I think in general, most teams are just starting to catch up with us, where we've just stopped using the players that we've actually brought through the ranks.
You know what?
That's what it's coming down to.
Yeah.
Can I jump in real quick again?
Go on. Yeah, go on, Andrew. Have it quickly before we have to move on.
One more thing. I mean, Jamie just brought it up. A lot of people are fearful of a mid-season change, and that comes with its own negative outcomes, obviously. But the problem is, it's not just mid-season change; it's change. Period. Too many Arsenal supporters are fearful of change. Period, because they've become nostalgic with Wenger, and that's the biggest issue I think of all. I mean, truth be told, depending on who you talk to, Wenger probably should have left 3 years ago. He's still here because it's the easy way out. They're keeping something they're familiar with. It's familiarity for the fans, for the board. They don't have to put work in. And with change comes work. If you want to change things, you have to put the work in and change it in the proper way, right? And then before you mentioned how who comes in and replaces Wenger in the summer, that will come in with the right club philosophy. Well, really, you can only really think about 3 or 4 managers in the world that have that same potential philosophy that Wenger does. Go out and get them.
But realistically, they kind of have
Klopp
to be.
Has already said that he's open to a move to the.
Well,
We've already got Jose Mourinho thinking that he's Arsenal's next manager already. We've already got.
Wait! Hold on, guys, hold on. Firstly, we don't perpetuate rumors here because that's way too easy. Secondly, Mourinho wants. I don't know where that one's come from because Mourinho has said. Mourinho said over the past.
He's mentioned it in a couple of chats before with, but it was more to do with trying to wind up Wenger.
Yeah, of course he was. Because I was going to say. That's all that was down to. Well, it's one of them. Mourinho has said, "I want to stay at Chelsea for 10 years." So that.
No, but he's also said that he wouldn't mind taking over Arsenal. It's just him. He was just winding. He was winding.
Let's jump off that. Let's jump off that. Fact of the matter is, Arsenal 1, Man United 2. It's not going to be a terminal blow for either team because we're 12 games in. And I mean, you got to look at it from 4th place down to 12th, which is where we are. Getting into that match in a minute. The fact of the matter is, there's 5 points between 4th and 12th, so there ain't no terminal blows yet. So that's where we need.
But it could be because it could be a terminal blow mentally. No, because
I don't think.
But
see, for Arsenal, that doesn't come until February.
You know what?
Those terminal. But we're gonna have to move on.
We are gonna wrap. I will say this, right? It's not quite January. January is normally when the downturn happens for Arsenal, as I normally predict the capitulation, right? But the other thing is, I kind of agree with Jamie.
Not really. In the last 2
Well,
seasons.
Jamie, let Jesse finish because we got to move on.
I agree with Jamie when he says that he shouldn't really worry about it and not think about it too much. I'm not thinking about this result too much because I look at it just like how I looked at the 8-2. At that point in time, was it devastating in the immediate? Yes. But in the grand scheme of the whole season, did it actually?
And Jesse G-Man just busts out the Krispy Kremes. It's just like, why do you have to bring out 8-2? I'm having a Krispy Kreme.
Nah, you know what? On that note, let's just move on.
Let's shift on because we've got Sunday's results to go for and a lot of congratulations to give. So let's go. Hull City 1, Tottenham 2. Jake Livermore, formerly of Tottenham, opening the scoring on 8 minutes. Gaston Ramirez sent off on 50 minutes. Bit of a harsh one, but reminded me of the Beckham-Simeone thing. So there's precedent for it. You can see why it happened. Livermore was actually lucky not to get sent off. He was already on a yellow, and that scissors tackle, very lucky not to get sent off. But Harry Kane scored on 61 minutes, and Christian Eriksen scored on 90 minutes.
And isn't he their top scorer as well?
Yeah, Kane's one I think he scored 5-6 goals already this season, and his one was the rebound from Eriksen's free kick, which came back off McGregor. Palace 3, Liverpool 1, with the live bird not upon my chest this week because it's the Pitch Talk crest upon my chest. But you see the rhyme there? See the rhyme? Hear the rhyme? Buy the shirt. But anyway.
What, do you only wear the shirt when you're winning?
No.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all
Let
ages.
me put that theory to bed right now. About I only wear the shirt when Liverpool winning. We've
He's salty, people.
We've already had about 4 or 5 defeats this season.
He
and
is
every
super
time-
salty right now.
And every time there's an Isaac Hayes reference there somewhere. You know who Isaac Hayes did the voices? My chocolates. Anyway, I'm leaving that one aside. I ain't watched South Park in about 14 years. So I watched it once in 14 years. But fact of the matter is, Ricky Lambert opened the scoring on 2 minutes. Dwight Gale scored on 17 minutes. Joe Ledley scored on 72 minutes. And Mile Jedinak on 81.
Golazo!
Sorry. Wow, I think I'm deaf. Jedinak scoring on 81 minutes. What a free kick. You don't want to hear the colourful language that I was coming out with. Not even when Gale's goal went in, but when Ledley's goal went in, the colourful language. We were doing pitch talk updates. We have pitch talk updates.
It was a rainbow, people.
We won't tell you who was doing the updates. But the fact of the matter is, it's a case of when I was watching that game, the colourful language. Yeah, Mum wouldn't have been proud of it. I'll say that much. But any FOTB yardie would have been. But anyway, I'd leave it as that. But the fact of the matter is, Palace won 3-1 and deserved it.
Yes.
For me, deserved it.
Yes.
Now, what I will say is this. A lot of Liverpool fans were saying, oh, yeah, when Sturridge comes back, he's going to be our saviour. And like I've said on Pitch Talk shows, the Rodgers out brigade, I would like to say, are morons. Secondly, those thinking, and now Daniel Sturridge is injured till potentially the new year. So anyone thinking he's going to be the saviour of the club, you're a moron too. Thirdly, you thinking one player is going to bring us, is going to bring us out of this slump, morons. But the fact of the matter is, I've heard about that. I haven't watched that yet. It's one of them ones. But the fact of the matter is, I know there's going to be colourful language on there, so we can't necessarily.
No. We're not going to.
But for me, the fact of the matter is, one player is not going to sort out the back line, and plus for me, the fact of the matter is, it's a case of no, Balotelli apparently is injured. You can be injured and still get about. Just ask the G-man with his ankle. But it's kind of a funny one. So it's kind of a funny one. But anyway, the whole thing about Balotelli being at the box is so the F what? Who cares? He was at the box and he's enjoying himself. He's going to watch a boxing match. What? Football players ain't human now. But anyway, it's one of them. The parasitic media are always going to do that. But the fact is, Liverpool's problems are not down to one individual. It's a team thing. And Jamie Carragher had it right. We're getting out battled. Like I said to the Ibis Freeze. Obviously, I'm not captain of the Ibis Freeze, but I was saying at halftime, guys, we ain't getting out battled here. We are not. They. I think it was The Undertaker 2001 during the whole invasion thing, where it was like, you know what? There's no shame in going out fighting, but there's no honor in not fighting at all. And that's where my problem is. We know the defensive frailties, but one thing actually that Jack Hinchin, aka Hitman Hinchin on Twitter, he brought up quite an interesting thing where it's like, ugh.
Well, it's like, ugh.
No, G-Man bit the donut and like it looked disgusting. That's all I'm saying. But the fact of the matter, when the juice comes out. But for me, the fact of the matter is, there's something potentially, like Jack brought up, that there's potentially something behind the scenes that is wrong at the club right now. And for me, I'm not